Hi friends, welcome to another session of 12 sets of 9 WH questions. I have written the 9 WH questions over here. We need a sentence to frame these WH questions. So what we do in the beginning is we just take a verb. Based upon that verb, we just use a subject and an object and we get a sentence. Now, for example, unload. Subject, they. What do they do? Unload. Where? They unload trucks. Okay. Based upon this sentence, we are going to frame these WH questions. First one. What do they do? Answer. They unload trucks. Second one. Where do they unload trucks? Answer to that. They unload trucks in the godown. Third one. When do they unload trucks? They unload trucks when the trucks bring goods. Fourth one. Why do they unload trucks? Answer to that. They unload trucks to store goods in the godowns. You can also call them warehouses. Warehouse, warehouses. Okay. Fifth one. Who unload trucks? Answer to that. The laborers unload trucks. Sixth one. Whose trucks do they unload? They unload their owners' trucks. Seventh one. With whom do they unload trucks? Answer to that. They unload trucks with the writer or say supervisor. Eighth one. Which trucks do they unload? Answer to that? They unload the trucks with consumable goods. Okay. Ninth one. How do they unload trucks? They unload trucks meticulously. So here we have got those 9 WH questions. Based upon this sentence, we have framed these 9 WH questions, and based upon these 9 WH questions, we have answered to the point. Now you don't have to go to the inner meaning of all these things. Just to answer to these WH questions, we have just framed them. This is the correct way of asking a WH question, and this is the correct way of answering to that WH question. Now we have one set. We need to change them into the remaining 12 sets. How do we do that? I'll show you. What do? They unload trucks. Where do they unload trucks? They unload trucks in the godowns or warehouses. When do they unload trucks? They unload trucks when the trucks bring goods. Why do they unload trucks? They unload trucks to store goods in the godowns or warehouses. Who unload trucks? The laborers unload trucks. Whose trucks do they unload? They unload their owners' trucks. With whom do they unload trucks? They unload trucks with the writer or supervisor. Which trucks do they unload? They unload the trucks with consumable goods. How do they unload trucks? They unload trucks meticulously. What did they do? They unloaded trucks. Where did they unload trucks? They unloaded trucks in the godowns. When did they unload trucks? They unloaded trucks when the trucks brought goods. Why did they unload trucks? They unloaded trucks to store goods in the godowns or warehouses. Who unloaded trucks? The laborers unloaded trucks. Whose trucks did they unload? They unloaded their owners' trucks. With whom did they unload trucks? They unloaded trucks with the writer or supervisor. Which trucks did they unload? They unloaded the trucks with the consumable goods. How did they unload trucks? They unloaded the trucks meticulously. Third one. What will they do? They will unload trucks. Where will they unload trucks? They will unload trucks in the godowns or warehouses. When will they unload trucks? They will unload trucks when the trucks bring goods. Why will they unload trucks? They will unload trucks to store the goods in the godowns. Who will unload trucks? The laborers will unload trucks. Whose trucks will they unload? They will unload their owners' trucks. With whom will they unload trucks? They will unload trucks with the writer or the supervisor. Which trucks will they unload? They will unload the trucks with the consumable goods. How will they unload trucks? They will unload trucks meticulously. Let's go to the fourth one. What are they doing? They are unloading trucks. Where are they unloading trucks? They are unloading trucks in the godowns. When are they unloading trucks? They are unloading trucks when the trucks bring goods. Why are they unloading trucks? They are unloading trucks to store the goods in the godowns. Who is unloading trucks? They are the laborers are unloading trucks. Whose trucks are they unloading? They are unloading their owners' trucks. With whom are they unloading trucks? They are unloading trucks with the writer or supervisor. Which trucks are they unloading? They are unloading the trucks with consumable goods. How are they unloading trucks? They are unloading trucks meticulously. Let's go to the fifth one. What were they doing? They were unloading trucks. Where were they unloading trucks? They were unloading trucks in the godowns or warehouses. When were they unloading trucks? They were unloading trucks when the trucks were bringing goods. Why were they unloading trucks? They were unloading trucks to store the goods in the godowns. Who was unloading trucks? The laborers were unloading trucks. Whose trucks were they unloading? They were unloading their owners' trucks. With whom were they unloading trucks? They were unloading trucks with the writer or the supervisor. Which trucks were they unloading? They were unloading the trucks with the consumable goods. How were they unloading trucks? They were unloading trucks meticulously. That takes us to the sixth one. What will they be doing? They will be unloading trucks. Where will they be unloading trucks? They will be unloading trucks in the godowns or warehouses. When will they be unloading trucks? They will be unloading trucks when the trucks bring goods. Why will they be unloading trucks? They will be unloading trucks to store goods in the godowns or warehouses. Who will be unloading trucks? The laborers will be unloading trucks. Whose trucks will they be unloading? They will be unloading their owners' trucks. With whom will they be unloading trucks? They will be unloading trucks with the writer or supervisor. Which trucks will they be unloading? They will be unloading the trucks with consumable goods. How will they be unloading trucks? They will be unloading trucks meticulously. That takes us to the seventh one. What have they done? They have unloaded trucks. Where have they unloaded trucks? They have unloaded trucks in the godowns. When have they unloaded trucks? They have unloaded the trucks when the trucks had brought goods. Why had they unloaded trucks? They had unloaded trucks to store goods in the godowns. Who had unloaded trucks? The laborers have unloaded trucks. Whose trucks have they unloaded? They have unloaded their owners' trucks. With whom have they unloaded trucks? They have unloaded trucks with the writer or the supervisor. Which trucks have they unloaded? They have unloaded the trucks with consumable goods. How have they unloaded trucks? They have unloaded trucks meticulously. That takes us to the eighth one. What had they done? They had unloaded the trucks. Where had they unloaded the trucks? They had unloaded the trucks in the godowns. When had they unloaded the trucks? They had unloaded the trucks when the trucks had brought goods. Why had they unloaded trucks? They had unloaded trucks to store the goods in the godowns. Who had unloaded trucks? The laborers had unloaded trucks. Whose trucks had they unloaded? They had unloaded their owners' trucks. With whom had they unloaded trucks? They had unloaded trucks with the writer or the supervisor. Which trucks had they unloaded? They had unloaded the trucks with consumable goods. How had they unloaded trucks? They had unloaded trucks meticulously. That takes us to the ninth one. What will they have done? They will have unloaded trucks. Where will they have unloaded trucks? They will have unloaded trucks in the godowns. When will they have unloaded trucks? They will have unloaded trucks when the trucks will have brought goods. Why will they have unloaded trucks? They will have unloaded trucks to store the goods in the godowns. Who will have unloaded trucks? The laborers will have unloaded trucks. Whose trucks will they have unloaded? They will have unloaded their owners' trucks. With whom will they have unloaded trucks? They will have unloaded trucks with the writer or the supervisor. Which trucks will they have unloaded? They will have unloaded the trucks with the consumable goods. How will they have unloaded trucks? They will have unloaded trucks meticulously. That takes us to the ninth one. Ninth one. No, it's the 10th one. What have they been doing? They have been unloading trucks. Where have they been unloading trucks? They have been unloading trucks in the godowns. When have they been unloading trucks? They have been unloading trucks when the trucks have been bringing goods. Why have they been unloading trucks? They have been unloading trucks to store the goods in the godowns. Who has been unloading trucks? The laborers have been unloading trucks. Whose trucks have they been unloading? They have been unloading their owner's trucks. With whom have they been unloading trucks? They have been unloading trucks with the writer or the supervisor. Which trucks have they been unloading? They have been unloading their owner's trucks. How have they been unloading trucks? They have been unloading trucks meticulously. Let's go to the 11th one. What had they been doing? They had been unloading trucks. Where had they been unloading trucks? They had been unloading trucks in the godowns. Okay, why? When had they been unloading trucks? They had been unloading trucks when the trucks had been bringing goods. Why had they been unloading trucks? They had been unloading the trucks to store goods in the godowns. Who had been unloading trucks? The laborers had been unloading trucks. Whose trucks had they been unloading? They had been unloading their owner's trucks. With whom had they been unloading trucks? They had been unloading trucks with the writer or the supervisor. Okay, which trucks had they been unloading? They had been unloading the trucks with the consumable goods. How had they been unloading trucks? They had been unloading trucks meticulously. That takes us to the 12th and final one. What will they have been doing? They will have been unloading trucks. Where will they have been unloading trucks? They will have been unloading trucks in the godowns. When will they have been unloading trucks? They will have been unloading trucks when the trucks will have been bringing goods. Why will they have been unloading trucks? They will have been unloading trucks to store goods in the godowns. Who will have been unloading trucks? The laborers will have been unloading trucks. Whose trucks will they have been unloading? They will have been unloading their owner's trucks. With whom will they have been unloading trucks? They will have been unloading trucks with the writer or the supervisor. Which trucks will they have been unloading? They will have been unloading the trucks with the consumable goods. How will they have been unloading trucks? They will have been unloading trucks meticulously. Friends, now I have given you the 12 sets. Okay, so 12, how much is 12 into 9? 108. So here you are going to repeat 108 sentences. What happens when you repeat 108 sentences? Automatically your vocal cords will open. You will get the correct pronunciation. You will learn the neutral accent. You will increase your vocabulary, and above all, you will be knowing how to ask and answer questions. These type of questions will also enable the students who go for IELTS, or what we call as IELTS. Okay, so what you do is, I want you to repeat and practice along with me, and you will be able to learn fluent English or increase your fluency in English. I wish you all the best. In my next video, I'm going to add 12 more sets of these sentences. Thank you.